Yet more details surrounding the mysterious Nintendo NX have surfaced today thanks to various sources, one of which being Emily Rogers, who of course not only has leaked various things about the NX before, but has successfully and accurately leaked the existence of certain games for the Wii U. Now, the first thing that she discussed, which I believe is the most interesting prospect for the NX, is that she doesn't believe that it will have a region lock. Now, this would actually be a pretty interesting and major change for Nintendo in their earlier home consoles. You know, the Wii U, the Wii, and the GameCube can only play games from their region of origin, meaning that, you know, unless you lived in Japan or had access to a Japanese version of that particular console, you had to miss out on some region-exclusive games. Now, as I'm sure we'd all agree, region locking really has no place at all in this day and age, and of course none of the current generation consoles have that in place, so it would make sense for the Nintendo NX to follow suit, but of course Nintendo are not always up to speed on what would make sense to do when it comes to this sort of thing, so this would actually be pretty damn pro-consumer. Now, of course, on the handheld side of thing, before the 3DS, their handhelds were actually region-free as well, and of course the NX is rumored to be a portable system, or a portable and home console hybrid, so I guess it would follow by that logic that this particular device will also be region-free. But do keep in mind that Nintendo is not calling the NX a successor to the 3DS or the Wii U, so that logic, while solid, is not, you know, 100% set in stone or anything. Now, Emily also had some other details for us, and she mentioned, for example, that the current prototype, and again, prototype of the NX has 32 gigs of internal storage or memory, just like the Wii U, and this was then confirmed by Liam Robertson, who has revealed insider information on the NX in the past. And in case you missed it, just yesterday, she actually confirmed a report from Let's Play Video Games where they basically said that the console will have a split D-pad like Sony's controllers generally have, as well as a share button on the Nintendo NX prototype. So Emily backed up that claim from Let's Play Video Games yesterday. Now, the presence of a share button is especially interesting because, well, Nintendo, as we all know, are one of the worst companies when it comes to the whole YouTube thing. They seem to be very behind the times when it comes to that. They, of course, copyright claim and copyright strike content, take down videos without notice, and obviously they have their old program where you can sign up and give them some of your revenue, a pretty decent chunk of it. And of course, yeah, the video won't be taken down, and you get some of the money instead of zero, but still not a great system, and they are, as I said, a bit behind the times when it comes to that. So a share button perhaps would indicate a change of heart in that regard, or maybe not, we just don't know. Of course, this is on a prototype, allegedly, so even if it is on the prototype, doesn't necessarily mean it will make its way to the final console, but I would imagine that we'll be seeing before too long what's going to be happening. Personally, I hope the region locking thing is true. You know, as I said, region locking really has no place at all in this modern age, and the share button would be pretty awesome, especially if it comes coupled with a change in attitude from Nintendo. But personally, I wouldn't hold my breath on that particular one, but it does mean perhaps they'll need to loosen up a little bit when it comes to sharing video, because, well, if they're going to allow people to share stuff, then they can't be quite so militant about taking videos down and copyright claiming them and such. I don't know. It's hard to say. Again, as I said already, just because it's on the prototype doesn't necessarily mean it'll be on the final thing. I'd love to hear your thoughts and opinions, though, on everything I've discussed today. Hopefully, we're going to get a reveal on what the NX is soon. Of course, it's supposed to be out in March. We don't even know what it is yet. So, fingers crossed that it won't be much longer until we get the official reveal, because, you know, the ship NX has sprung a lot of leaks recently, and a lot of them have been collaborated and corroborated and all this sort of stuff, so we've already got a good picture, allegedly, in our minds of what the NX is. So, in my mind, Nintendo should just kind of fess up and be like, yeah, okay, here's where it is. Anyway, that is me done for this video, but thank you very much for watching. Do remember to like and subscribe if you haven't done so already, and I'll see you next time.